Hey FLOSSTUBE, it's Leigh from Creative Leigh on Sunday 30th of May, holy jamoly, with FLOSSTUBE number 77. So what is it, 3:30? I just got home about half an hour ago from being away for the weekend, as in quick 2.5 hour drive for dinner. That's how we roll. Yeah, 2.5 hour drive up to where did I go? Fielding yesterday afternoon. I think I left about 4, got there about 6:15 for an old friend's 50th birthday. Yes, the 50th is starting to come thick and fast with my peer group. So we had a nice time. Given that I didn't know anyone else there apart from Anita, it was about 20 people, I think. She used to be a member of Young Farmers. Also, she's a real get in and get involved in things kind of person. I'm more of a try things once and then go, okay, now I know how to make a gingerbread house or do a high ropes assault course or ride a mule up a mountain, but I don't necessarily want to do them over and over. But anyway, Young Farmers and from her uni days, but I knew her from when I was about 5.5 when we moved to Whakatane, so it was a nice time. Then I drove 16-17 minutes back to my friends in Palmerston North and stayed in with them in their new house. I think I got there about 10:30 at night. Yes, I'm that kind of friend. And then we sat up chatting till midnight. I probably got to sleep about 1. Hate their bed. A, it's got memory foam, which I hate. B, it was too hard. But it was nice to visit, and we just had brunch, and I left about 12:30 and got back about 3 o'clock. So quick little video today. I don't have a lot to share because I did my videos, it took half of Monday to get the last 2 videos up, and as per usual, I didn't stitch on what I said I might stitch on. I think I said I was going to stitch on modern folk embroidery. I'm definitely going to pick that up this afternoon when I sit down and stare at the goggle box for a couple of hours. And I might start the last season of Handmaid's Tale, so I've been waiting till enough sort of get dropped so we can watch it. No spoilers, I haven't watched it yet. But yeah, I don't have a lot. So I've taken a little bit of video which I'll put in before I show you what I've stitched on this week. I spent quite a bit of time yesterday, probably about 3 hours, 4 hours going through fabric, and got the overlocker out and overlocked a whole lot of fabric. So then I was like, well, I'd matched some fabric to some projects, but didn't necessarily need all of it. So what I did is I went through and I measured and cut and overlocked, and then wrote down what was left, which meant I could match some of the, just under half of a fat quarter to another project. So I kitted up some more projects basically, or partially kitted up some more projects. So that's just a quick little 4 minutes of me showing you shit in a plastic bag. Yeah. Okay, so yesterday I spent a bit of time, welcome to my table. Look at my new drapes. My new drapes are looking fantastic. But anyway, just been ironing, but anyway, so this is my entire fabric stash that is currently unallocated to projects, because I spent a lot of time yesterday matching fabrics to projects, like including quite a bit of what I bought the other last weekend. Anyway, so here's a quick sneak peek of project kitting in progress. Things that don't have charts, that don't have fabric or anything, just charts, are in another place. So this is stuff that's all partially or fully kitted. Looking forward to 50 at 50. I can't remember how many are here. So in the front I've got things that have floss but no fabric. So fabric to get. This is the 2 spares. These are fully kitted. Well, I've got to pull DMC, but these are the other 2 Oriental women. What is it called? Oriental women? I can't remember. Oriental ladies. So Wisdom and Beauty, because I'm working on the other one, which name I forget. So they mark the spot where I have fabric but don't have all the floss and stuff. So here's the section that has all the fabric allocated. Some of them will have floss. And most of this I've managed to get fabric from my stash, assigned to things. But I have to do the floss, either pull floss, match floss, or buy floss. So, beads and shit. And these probably won't be started next year, but I don't have the fabric for these three, but I've got fabric for one. And behind that are things that are fully kitted. So these things basically are ready to start. Fully kitted whenever life says it's ready. So yeah. So how many projects? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, not going to count those, 14, 15, it counts 1, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 22, 23, not counting the others, 24, 25, 26, 27, not sure about those two if they'll be counted, 28, 29, I'm going to count all three, 32, 33. So 33 things in my petite, these things are going to be started, if not this year, then next year. Crazy, huh? Back to the regularly scheduled program. So some of you may have noticed that I'm wearing Le spectacles. So a combination of the fact that I have suffered from myopia all my life and astigmatism, but I had LASIK when I was 35, so nearly 15 years ago, and basically I was still short-sighted, but I just had intervention, right? But over the last couple of years, my eyesight has started to deteriorate beyond, so it's less than 20/20 vision, whereas it was sort of better than 20/20 for most of that time, but yeah, it's just been a bit like, those license plates are a bit blurry. But also at the same time, because I'm approaching the half century, I am getting short arm syndrome, aka I need to have I need to have close-up glasses. So I'm giving progressives a go. I'm 6 days in. I'm still struggling a little bit, but she basically, I kind of don't need them all the time, but she said, my optometrist said, wear the progressives for 2 weeks so your brain gets reprogrammed, and then I can take them off and just wear full-on readers if I want, or it's kind of that computer. I don't really need them for the computer. I can't quite get that right yet, but long distance they're great. Close up they're great. I kind of feel like I have too much close up, so when I want to look down at something here, I'm like, it's like weird. So, but anyway, so yeah, I used to wear specs for a million years, well, from when I was young until 35, and now that I'm nearly 50, it's just time to wear them again. I don't really mind, except, you know, masks sucks, and I hate them when they get dirty, so I clean them like 3 times a day, and the cost, that sucks, and they keep slipping, so I need to go and get them tightened, but other than that, whatever. So yeah, just is what it is. Oh, that's really hot. Yeah, so otherwise, what I stitched on this week, well, first of all, new acquisitions. No, did you not see how much I bought last week? I haven't even bought a PDF this week. I've been very good. So I've bought nothing. I still have a few things that are on their way to me from ages ago. So those of you with the silks for you know they're just shipping, just been, you know, Australia Post has just been terrible with the shipping. So we're still waiting for April's clubs to come in, but they should turn up, given that March finally did, after 6 weeks, or 2 months. And I'm still waiting for some silk from Ymir from Almond M&M Studio. So last seen leaving JFK Airport something like the 10th of May, so feck knows where that is. Somewhere between there and here, probably sitting in a bag at an airport somewhere waiting for a plane. And I guess come early June, my 3rd month of my 3-month sub to Tom and Lily Creations will ship, and then I make the decision about do I renew for another 3 months, and I think I will, because I've pretty much asked Victorian Motto Sampler Shop to cancel my subscription. There's issues going on there. I've reached out to them a couple of times. Unfortunately, true to form, they haven't responded, so I have put through claims through PayPal, and Victorian Motto Nancy has until the 4th of June to make a response. I guess either give me a shipping label or a refund. So it's unfortunate because I swear I love their fabric. I've got 1 bit left, I think. I've allocated everything else I've received, and I have just a 1/4 yard of an unknown lovely neutral. But you know, it's a shame because I do like their fabric, but they don't seem to be able to provide fabric or service, so I've just asked for my money back because, you know, but that will get reallocated for other club kits and fabric and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I haven't bought anything new this last week. Well done, Leigh. And I did a little bit of, well, I did quite a bit of stitching, but I only stitched on one project. And if you look closely at this, and I stitched on Hoity Toity from Logged Old Samplers, which is on 36 count Feijoa from Country Stitch, using, I have no idea anymore, DMC and Silks For You PR070 for the black, and my own conversion. Started 1st of June last year. Look at that. Je suis fini. I have finished. 28th of May I finished. I stayed up to 11. I think I told a few of the girls on Messenger. I was like, I think Judith, Sam and Zeb were in a bit of a group chat, and I said, I'm going to finish this. I'm going to have it finished tonight. That was Friday night. Well, there was a little more stitching than I thought. But damn it if I wasn't going to push for a finish. So I finished at 11:30 on Friday night. And I have ironed it and stuck it on a board. Look at that, it gets the fancy treatment. And I am so happy with it. I think it looks fantastic. Yay me. And it's so, yeah, it's really cool. I mean, when I do get it framed, I want to leave a bit of a border to show the, like, I won't go tight, because the fabric's so cool. This is my favourite bit of the fabric, right along the edge. It's a shame that you won't see it. So when you last saw it, I had stitched the centre here, the house and the flowers and the big chickens, parrots, whatever they are, pheasants. So I had to do this side and this side, and then I had to do this centre, the medallions in here with the personalisation. And I made a few, let's call them creative changes, because basically I didn't read the chart and I went, oh fuck it, whatever. But there were some kind of inconsistencies between in here and here, which of these little diamonds in here had black centres or not, and one of them did and one did, so I made them all black, because you know what, when you got black on the needle, make everything black. So yeah, the black is Silks for You 070, which Barb Fox kindly gave to me during end of late last year, mid-late, after lockdown, because I had mentioned that I wanted it, but Silks for You were having such a trouble, you know, they had no stock at that time. Rest of it's all DMC. One or two of the colours changed part way through, so one of the light colours, the light greeny greys, when it's surrounded by black, I made it one colour, but when it's free standalone, like in the trees, I made it a darker colour because I could. Yeah, I am very happy with this. So that's Hoity Toity by Long Dog Samplers, 36 count, Feijoa linen from Country Stitch with sort of partial conversion, let's say probably a 25% conversion from the called for DMC. Just shows you right, DMC can look fantastic. These are my favourite pieces. I love these kind of Aztec-y bands through here. They ended up being quite different again because I didn't read the chart, so like the colours are in the wrong order or different order. I just made sure I mirrored it when I did that up here, just copied it there. It's pretty cool though. Yay me. So that's it. One down. Next couple of things I'm going to concentrate on is getting caught up with my Modern Folk embroidery, given we'll get the next release on probably Wednesday for us, because you know it'll come out on maybe on the 2nd, although I think last month, this May, I think Jacob released it a little bit early. So I'll try and get caught up on that so I can carry on with that. And then the next couple of finishes I want to focus on will be Arcade, again by Long Dog Samplers, and the Red Deer Sampler. Those will be quite significant finishes, and just get them out of the way. This is all me kind of, if I'm going to start that big box of stuff I just showed you, I want to get my whips down, and I do have a few full coverage pieces that I need to pick up as well. That's it, that's all my stitching today. So yeah, happy I could fill that in with a bit of, look at me rifling through plastic bags. Gonna go and put that in the cupboard, and I'm gonna sit down, finish my cup of tea, and have a look at the TV. I think that's all. Yeah, until next week, enjoy your stitching and don't let your needles rust. Ciao.